I greet you adventurers and welcome back to the world of EA. Before we begin with the Savanna environments, I just wanted to say thank you all. Thanks to your support, we already reached 500 subscribers and scored 7,000 views on both videos. We are already on the way to 1,000 subs and we need 4,000 hours of watch time to start monetizing the videos. And we all did it in less than a year. I'm so thankful to you all guys and wish you the best. Many think of Savanna as harsh, dry plains of unending emptiness, but you can't be farther from the truth. They are vibrant and dynamic ecosystems that shimmer with different colors of life. You just need to look for its signs. Savanna ecosystems can split into animals adapted for harsh, dry environments and fire-resistant plants that can survive while low on water. On both continents, the usual vegetation consists of trees, shrubs and grasses, but let's start with the left continent. The first keystone species here is the grass for its obvious nutritional reasons. Oceanum aureum, tough grass. The key part of the plant is an immortal bulb hidden underground, usually supporting a couple of blades of grass above the surface. Its unique function is energy supplementation, which is extremely useful when the plants above suffer from frequent wildfires. Thanks to the energy conversion of heat to nutritional components, grass can emerge back to its original place way before any other competing plant can cover its place. Thanks to that, it secures its spot as the predominant organism across the left continent savannas. The other plant worthy of mention is a shrub species of ghost lily. This low shrub with pointy tough leaves got its name from beautiful flowers and a phenomenon that occurs while the fire rages on the surface. The plant can change its form while detecting abrupt temperature growth, and this new compact shape is protected by stiff woody leaves that shield the vital green innards and reduce the plant's volume. Here on the left continent, the species of plants including acacia and eucalyptus trees are numerous yet not that unique. After reviewing the vegetation of the left savanna, it's time to move on to the right one. And again, the most important species here is the grass. This time it's Calidum gramen, sun's grass. This grass has other ways of prolonging its species after wildfires. After it detects the abrupt temperature increase from flames, it and all neighboring plants release hidden seeds that, thanks to the feather-like structures, can rise high into the sky using hot air from the flames. After the wildfire is over, all those seeds fall gently to the ground, planting a new generation of grasses. Another unique species here is Armera's grace, a general-looking shrub that you shouldn't touch because of its toxic thorns hidden in the thicket of its leaves. By absorbing the sunlight's energy, the plant can transmute part of it into a venom-like substance that, while injected by its thorns, can cause severe pain and numbness in the attacker's body. Usually it functions as a deterrent for herbivores. Interestingly, this plant has great relations with smaller birds that use its foliage as a nesting place and can eat its fruits. They are too small to get injured by the thorns, they sit between them. Not to mention, plants benefit substantially from free gardeners planting their seeds at great distances. The last plant in today's episode is a gigantic tree called Populus de Tempus, giant baeo tree. Those giants of the flora world are truly imposing organisms. They are so big that to survive they can't go green every year and they stay almost dead looking for each second year, thus living in actual 2-year cycle. They do this to not kill any other plant in the nearest vicinity by sucking out all the nutrients from the earth near them. Instead, they are so gigantic that they can run a really complicated photochemical process. They self-transmute needed life energy from the heat and radiation of the sun, while using stored components from the green year before. They can survive even longer on those reserves, yet usually at the start of the green year they start pumping everything to the fruits. Their fruits are giant, mango-like creations filled to the brim with mush-like white pulp and brown, almost black spiral seeds. I plan to make them consumable by humans, but I first need to think of an original idea for that. With that, we are through the plant segment of the video. Now let's look at the animals. All animals that live in such environments are resilient to dry weather and are fast or burrowing to escape wildfires. No matter which continent you will pick, it's true for the world of EA also. Starting with the left one, we can meet Leocazarae, the imperial lion. They are the biggest cats on this continent. They measure 5.7 feet in shoulder height and 14 feet in length. These cats live in small groups of female and young, while males usually wander alone, joining the pack when mating season starts. They prefer to hunt antelopes, zebras and giraffes. Their gigantic size enables them to kill adult prey alone. They can also use their gigantic frontal tusks to deliver severe bleeding wounds while chasing the prey. The tusks, usually larger in males, are also used in infighting between themselves to establish positions in the herd. Their roar is heard for miles and strikes fear in the heart of every hunter. Another special predator here is Monstrum volans, the flying raptor, a far cousin of the monitor lizard family. It developed flight to easily chase their prey, while their venomous saliva does its work for them. It measures around 3 feet in height and 13 feet in length. Usually you can spot them in the canyons of the left continent or on the trees waiting for herds of antelopes to chase down and eat. These endurance hunters can also start their pursuit from the ground, yet they prefer to begin gliding from a higher elevation. Usually their groups do not make up more than 7 or 8 members. The last mesmerizing species on the left continent is gigantic Tutum colossus rhinoceraton, the biggest member of the Rhinocerotidae family. They measure 9.10 feet in shoulder height and 16 feet in length. Their gigantic bulk is fed by grasses and roots. Every day they consume giant portions of vegetation. But if they are so big, why the armored skin? They live in the territories of the imperial lions, and their tusks could penetrate them like deadly spears. To protect themselves from the bleeding out, they developed this amazing carapace. It is a valuable good on the market, along with their horns and body parts as hunting trophies or resource. As in jungles, on the left continent savannas you can also meet the elephant populations of great elephants. They migrate from the jungles here and back on the ancient ways of their ancestors. The same applies for the jungle elephants on the right continent. And it's about time, we should look there also. The first animal that you can see is Gigas porcum, the giant hog. As with their smaller cousins, warthogs, you are better off not disturbing them. They are way bigger and heavier than standard pigs and have long sharp tusks. They measure around 4 feet in shoulder height and 9 feet in length. They are herd omnivores, usually eating grass, roots and occasionally small mammals and reptiles. Their herds do not count more than 12 to 15 members. Even though they look formidable, they needed to adapt to the apex predator of those lands and have extremely resilient hearing mechanisms protected by heavy bone and fat mix. When a normal human falls flat to the roaring thunder of this great bird, the giant hog has a chance of escaping. Humans use them as the source of meat, skin and bone. Another animal that needed to bow its head to the king of air is Speculum falco, the mirror falcon. They are extremely elusive birds of prey that stay hidden even while perching thanks to their magical feathers. They are the most complex structurally in the animal kingdom. Thanks to their mysterious intricacies, they are potent to magic. They can disperse light in a way of almost perfect see-through effect. Thanks to that, the bird can be hidden away from the apex predator and also from its small prey. These falcons measure usually 2 feet in height and 5 feet in wingspan. Usually they hunt by diving with immense speed and hitting their prey in flight with sharp talons. And now, the one and only, first of its kind in the series, Rex Ventorum, mighty air dragon Aractura. But Casper, why is it a bird? Well, I don't like how everyone's dragons are plainly the same. That is why the term dragon is not exactly a name, but rather a title for the group of animals. Its name is bestowed upon only the pinnacles of nature in the world of Ea. It's almost a title. Aractura is the most deadly, mighty and important of flying animals. They measure 13 feet in height and 53 feet in wingspan. They don't have any natural opponents, even humans are scared of them, and some even worship them as the gods of the sky. They usually hover above the ground at 4.3 miles. Then, if they spot a prey with their 8 times better than human eyes vision, they start the dive. They channel the power of the skies in themselves, emanating with primal elemental magic and reaching speeds exceeding Mach 1. When the Roaring King approaches the ground level, it opens its wings and releases a devastating sonic blast upon its prey, sometimes even attacking with actual lightning. It is easy to assume prey is usually mangled after that and an easy pickup back to the nest. Their preferred nesting place is the bio tree. It's the only one that can support this gigantic bird. Humans do not go near them, because of that we believe they are holy. Okay, but how this bird is useful for its environment, for example? In mating seasons, the dragons of the air start their mating dances in the skies. Their combined power might cause thunder, lightning and changes of the winds across the whole savanna, resulting in gigantic storms. They can make rain! Only 2 of them are needed for that. The only way to get a glimpse at their power and not get crushed by their gigantic claws or cut clean through the bone by their beaks is to somehow get their lost feather. These pieces of might themselves are extremely rare and beautiful, looking like diamonds or ice. If you somehow attain one without dying by the owner or the tribe in the religious rage, you can use it as a power conduit in extremely advanced technomagic. The crystal-like form of the feather can be isolated and put into advanced machinery to essentially work as superconductor. Oh my goodness, and with that we are done! We are done, guys, we already finished Savannas, and in the next episode I actually don't really know which environment we will do next. I hope you liked the video, it took a lot longer than I expected to, and I'm really thankful for all the support, guys. We already have 500 subscribers in terms of the next video when will be up. For now I will say that the next video will be up in like 4 months, maybe 5, because it will, you know, take me some time to adapt. But after that, after the first video in the college, I will be able to get the hang of it and just do it. I'm again really thankful to you guys. If you want sub, if you want like, if you want just send to your friends so we can grow. Thank you. And see you, adventurers, and till we meet again in the world of Ea.